hate.
We don't need much. I feel like it's Christmas. And
This comes out on New Year's.
Yeah.
Good podcast.
I feel threatened.
Happy New Year.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Inside the Pallet House. Hope you all had a wonderful holiday, and now we're gearing up. Oh, no, it's New Year's. Happy New Year.
Yeah.
I forget about the time jump. I hope you guys are enjoying 2021.
Back to the Future.
Put 2020 behind us, which I don't know how much of a difference that's going to make, honestly. It's not like we're all going to wake up.
Everybody knows that like one day is magically all new.
Yeah.
Everything changes. It's whoosh, clean slate.
This
That's how
episode
this shit works.
comes out, and everyone's like, burn your mask.
Yeah.
Burn your bra.
Rona's gone.
That's
You know
like
what I mean?
We did it.
if you were born on July whatever, year whatever, and then 2 days later you might be a whole different sign.
Exactly.
And that makes up who you are 100%.
Can we? All right.
Yeah,
Or a fact.
let's
We
go
still
down
get
there.
into the fucking zodiac sign garbage. How do we?
that-
How are there still people that are into that? Like there are
There
normal
are-
people that are like, well, I'm a Libra, makes sense. You're like, what the fuck?
Dude, my
It's
college
2020.
My college girlfriend was in that hardcore and
Like-
fought the whole time we were together. She's saying we shouldn't even be together because our signs don't match up.
This isn't the 17th century.
I'm
Okay.
like because when my parents had sex, determines whether or not who I should date.
Troy, did you
like,
guys
exactly.
did you guys make it?
We did not.
She was right.
She was right.
Yeah.
She was definitely right.
See?
yeah.
It's so funny you bring that up because, like, recently in the last, I don't know, 2 weeks or so, I've been around a couple people that have been, like, seriously into the zodiac, and they asked me, well, what's your sign?
Oh my!
And I'm like,
God,
well,
did you leave?
I said, I said, well, I was born March 21st. That makes me, I'm the first day of Aries. And they lost it. They're like,
Yeah.
you're on the cusp. Holy shit. You got this going wrong. You got this going wrong.
Yeah,
And
I'm
you're,
a
you're not really a
cusper.
Libra.
Dude.
I was like, oh.
I'm a cusper. I love that.
Yeah.
Because the cusp is the way to be, man, because you can read 2 horoscopes and
Yeah.
go,
See, I don't even
I'll
know
go
where
with
the
this.
fuck I am.
Yeah.
You're
no
in the
clue.
Pallet House.
I'm not big on the zodiac, but I have read the Chinese calendar description of like who you are.
Yeah, you are.
That's
You're
a
the
little.
lion.
That's more science related.
This shit is
no, it's
all
not
like,
science related.
it's
It's just
like
like-
Miss Cleo. It's like
Yeah.
if you say enough
Yeah.
general
Yeah.
shit about people,
Yeah.
it's gonna fall in line with
Especially if
everybody.
it's complimentary.
Yeah,
People are like,
exactly.
that's
Yeah.
totally me.
Yeah.
I'm such a
Right.
nice guy.
For
You're
sure.
right.
They're never like Scorpios have little dicks.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like,
yeah.
oh, no.
It's nothing definitive. It's
Yeah.
always some
Yeah.
average ass shit that everyone's
Yeah.
been at one
I
point in their
guess.
life.
Exactly.
Yeah. Argumentative yet hungry to grow. You're like, yeah,
That's exactly right.
yeah. You have drive, but sometimes you like to sit still and relax.
Yeah.
My God.
Nailed it.
Are you watching me? Are you in my house?
Right.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, no, because I was 1974 was the year of the tiger, and I read that description.
Is that why you're an LSU fan?
I have no.
Yeah.
No, it's because my dad made me live in Louisiana.
You're the dragon
I
over
need to
here.
ask him.
You're the dragon.
Strong.
The fact that y'all know that is funny.
That's what I find funny.
Well, they had it
I
on
have
every.
no fucking
It
clue.
is on every
They had it on every
Chinese
Chinese
food
menu. Like,
menu,
yeah, you get your placemat, and it would have the
You
whole
read
thing.
that shit?
As a kid, I
You can
stared
read
at it.
Chinese?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
You're awesome.
Don't bury the lead, dude.
Guy's
That's
killing
impressive.
it. Right.
As
God,
a
you
kid,
guys-
too?
holy
You guys are
shit.
embarrassing. It's Mandarin.
Mandarin.
I
Oh,
can read Mandarin.
We don't know much.
little Chinese slang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are people
I know I'm
that
a
still,
Libra just because people tell
Yeah.
me that, but I literally don't know. You, both of you shitbirds are like, I'm at the beginning. I have no fucking clue where I
I know I'm
land.
a Virgo, but I don't know like what that means in the grand scheme of things. Obviously, it means nothing, but I don't know what the crazy people believe it.
Well, Troy,
Right.
you're within a few days, so you're actually a cusp. You're a Libra.
yes, because
Libra.
our birthdays are
Is that like a
back to
cuck?
back.
It's kind of like
Kind
a
of.
cock.
Okay.
Yeah. I can watch the other zodiac sign,
Right.
and if I'm into it, I
Yeah.
can join
You can
in.
get
But
in.
it's
Makes
sense.
kind of
Okay,
like a
okay.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of times you just sit in
Dude.
the corner, just kind of
I
watch.
feel like you totally could play some fucking space age chicks into getting in a sack with you by using some zodiac
Yeah.
shit.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just had to do
As
this.
a Libra, I'm gonna let you come, but
Yeah.
as a Virgo, I'm gonna pull
Are you a
out.
Virgo?
So
So I'm a Libra Virgo cusp.
Yeah. So you're the next day. So you're
I'm the first day
Yeah.
of Libra. And
I'm
so
just
you're the
getting-
No,
last
you're
day
not,
of
because I'm a
Virgo.
Libra and I'm 11.
I'm going to give him.
Oh, you're September 23. You're
Yeah.
the first date.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or are you October 11?
Yes.
Yeah, so there you go. Yeah, I'm the
So-
first day of Libra.
Tell us about ourselves.
So I'm just going to tell
Stu.
because this is Ely said he's a Libra. I'm just
Yeah.
going to give you the first sentence.
Yeah.
for Libra.
Throw it at me.
You're gonna nail
Yeah,
it.
gigantic asshole.
Right. Yeah. Beanbags drag the ground.
This is the
Always wet them when you shit them.
yeah personality traits for a Libra. Libras are natural peacemakers and are experts at being tactful and diplomatic in their relationships and in groups.
Totally nailed it.
Nailed it.
That
Yeah.
is so Ely.
Right.
tactical.
Non-confrontational, so
Yeah.
That's you.
It
Indecisive,
is.
Yeah.
indecisive,
Now
clever,
I am indecisive
clever
as shit.
and social.
See, it does
Who
describe
the
me. I'm
fuck
always
isn't
like
clever and social?
I'm always the peacekeeper. Like I've
Yeah.
always thought Libra
Well, they
was
give
okay.
out enough adjectives that a couple are going to
Exactly.
stick, right?
That's
Like
right,
throw enough
exactly.
against the wall, a few stick, and you're like,
Yeah.
yep, classic Libra.
Okay.
Totally, bro.
Let's go with Brendan here.
Yeah, I'm
Never
a
mind the
Libra.
fact that the
He's a
fucking
Libra.
calendar
Are you? I thought you
shifted
said
over.
you're Virgo.
Well, I'm September 23rd, which is the first day of
Like,
Libra.
I'm
you're
Virgo.
saying You're a Virgo.
So
Oh.
Brendan and I's birthday are a day apart.
We're
so
totally
we should be
different.
totally different, right?
Yeah, you
We're
are.
totally different.
Yeah, you're hardworking. Virgos know that hard work pays off. They're creative, reliable, patient, kind,
Only Virgos know
Yeah,
that.
only.
stubborn,
right.
and overthinking.
Are you successful? Must be a Virgo.
Exactly.
Knew it.
Yeah. Yeah. That kills
Oh.
me.
And for shits and giggles,
Somebody right now is listening to this, losing their mind. Like,
Right.
I can't believe they're mocking this.
Yeah.
This shit is
It's
so
proven.
True.
Let me go rehang my dream catcher.
Aries. So I'm an Aries, and it says passionate, motivated, and confident leader who builds communities with their cheerful disposition.
So if you induced 2 days
Nailed
before
it.
your birthday and you were a different, sign, what's
Yeah.
that mean?
Right.
It's when you take that first breath, man.
There is some chicks right now that are like talking their doctor and delaying it so that they can have
Oh, yeah.
a certain one.
For sure.
Yeah.
100%.
Right.
This stuff is, I don't know. In sales, I come across a lot of people who bring it up. Like,
Really?
yeah, because when you're in like a sales conversation, you're it's a numbers game.
Yeah.
So you're having as many conversations as possible.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it's inevitable that you come across somebody and they drop the, what is your sign? And then when you tell them, they're like, that explains everything.
Yield. I'm a yield.
Because, Yeah. But I hear
I'm
that
a
all the
55,
time.
but I can't drive 55.
What do you mean sign? Just totally way down.
That would be awesome.
Teach me more.
Exactly.
Like,
Zodi who?
Like sign
Like the killer?
language? Like ASL, sign language?
Yeah.
I've been looking at learning. Tell me my sign.
It's
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's like mood rings. My girls just got
Yeah.
mood rings, and they're like, "Uh-oh, I'm getting excited." I'm like, "You're not." That is like,
Temperature.
yeah, it's just
Mood
temperature,
rings are the gateway drugs to zodiac
but- Yeah, that's exactly
For
right.
sure. Absolutely.
And if you
Yeah, there'll
use
be
the-
some yin and yang symbols coming in soon.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be crystals.
Yeah.
we're gonna be healing.
Yeah, some dream catchers.
Oh, so
Essential oils will be
The
coming
crystal
around.
stage is the best.
It is.
your girls may get through this stage because it's happening to Emma right now. She's into the tapestries and the crystals. She's doing this whole hippie. Her room.
Yeah.
She's burning incense. She's
She's
Incense.
smoking pot, dude.
Is that the same one that was? Is that
yeah.
the same one
Oh,
that
yeah.
was the pot queen for
Yeah,
Halloween?
if you're-
oh yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Who would've thought?
The tiger's coming upstairs. Let's light the incense.
But the funny thing is that my two nieces are no longer like that. But they both went through that kind of phase.
I think you do though. Like I remember,
All kids try to find an identity, so everybody
Yeah.
tries to
I
do
went
that shit.
I went through the incense tapestry stuff.
Have you left it yet?
Yeah. Have you seen your
Not
bed-
up here.
Have you seen your
That's right.
bedroom?
Yeah. Remember that in college we used to all hang those things on the
Hell
wall?
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
The
you
big
get-
tapestry, blanket, towel things.
I remember I found one
Posters.
in
Yeah.
Ireland that I was just like, oh my God, it's from the homeland and it's the perfect tapestry.
Yeah.
I brought that back to college so psyched.
Yeah,
man.
you did.
For a while there, it was actually my closet. I just had a shower rod in a room with
Yeah.
a
Nice.
tapestry on it, all my shit behind it.
Yep.
Classy. I did find that tapestry the other day, and I was like, ooh, I should put this somewhere. And I was like, where in the world?
In the
Yeah.
master
do you
bedroom.
put, yes,
Yeah,
over the bed.
exactly.
You should just put it up one day just to freak her out.
Just put it right on.
Just
I like
hang it.
I like on the ceiling
Yeah.
though. Like put one in the center so it's like doing that cool
Drape.
drape
Yeah.
look.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh man.
Dude, she'd be over the moon excited.
Yeah,
How you
for
feeling?
sure.
How you feeling tonight, babe?
Moister than an oyster.
And then she'd be like, "What? The moon's waning, so I'm out."
I read my horoscope today.
Yeah. You know what they say.
Said someone was going to disappoint me. I think we just found out.
Batter up, Chief.
Yeah.
I've never heard moister than an oyster.
No?
No. That is
good.
relatively moist.
For sure.
That is. That's. I guess that's a normal thing they say down at the river. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think so.
I'd never heard that one. I was pretty excited.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
So, horoscopes.
Yeah. So how was everyone's New Year's?
I don't know. I know how my Christmas was though. That was good.
How was it? Good.
Yeah, I thought so. You know, it went off without a hitch, which is the main goal there.
Did
you know?
everybody like not see their family?
I just drove up yesterday to see my folks for like an hour and a half. Like,
Did they have one of those like
we did like the
those
outdoor,
KFCs in the ghetto with the plexiglass rotating thing to get their gifts from you?
That was basically it.
Really?
Well, no, I mean, we sat outside and
Yeah.
like didn't exchange because yesterday was the warmest day. So it's like, did you see your family?
I just saw my mom. That's it. She came down.
I
Yeah.
saw my mother-in-law, father-in-law, my sister and nieces, and my mom.
All at once?
Saw my mom, my sister, and my nieces all at once, and uncle and aunt. They all came over before Christmas, but I've been seeing them anyway.
Yeah.
And then on Christmas Day, my mom came over for a little bit, and my in-laws came over for a little bit, but that was it.
Yeah, on Christmas Day we go to my stepkid's grandma's house. So we went there with I would say handful of people and ate and were merry. Stuff
All right, well, you guys did a Christmas then.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I actually,
Oh, yeah.
I kind of enjoy the Christmas with no travel.
I
Christmas
was-
Day.
Yes.
For
That is-
sure.
that's become our new thing. Like my wife put that. She dropped that hammer a few years ago. She
Really?
was like, "Look, we'll go see everybody the day after. We could see people the day before, but she'd rather not." Like she's like, Christmas though is about being right here. And
Yeah.
at first I was like kind of anti. I was like, I don't really like that plan. Then after we did it one year, I was like, oh my God, that's really nice.
Yeah.
Like I can spend all day slowly putting batteries into toys and
Yeah.
like
We've
Yeah,
gone
well,
over.
plus
We've
pu-
gone over my aunt and uncles, and now my cousins since I was a kid, and we didn't do that this year, and that kind of sucked. That's always a good time.
But it's good to not travel on, like, especially, I mean, when my kids were younger, I didn't want to go anywhere on Christmas Day because I was up till, 10,
That's what I'm
midnight,
saying.
1
Well, I agree.
o'clock,
I've bitched
putting
about it
sh-
before on here.
putting
But
shit together.
when you have broken families and stuff, you got to go to 20 different homes, and it's
Yeah.
just kills.
Well,
them.
yeah.
So taking
Fuck
that
that.
day
I'm getting into
out
that
of the
these days.
equation helps. It really helps to just remove that day.
When
Say,
you gotta rip the
Christmas is
kids from
ours.
all their new presents, like leave
Yeah.
that shit behind. We gotta go over to grandma and grandpa's, and they're like, "I want to take it."
Yeah.
I do see all of the shit that we get, and it fucking frustrates me.
The stuff.
The
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
stuff that I'm like, people are just buying gifts to give me some. I have this bag of fucking shit that might get opened by my kid. It's like the widget that is like kind of cool when you see it in the box, but you're like, he's never gonna touch that shit. Maybe once or twice, and then it's
Yeah.
gonna end up in the corner. And I know we got to do it because it's what we do, but fuck.
I find my
I tell
dad
you-
has fully embraced it. He's like, they'll use this once and
Oh,
doesn't even
really?
care because he's like, in that moment, that'll be funny, and then you're stuck with it. Like
But
he
just-
bought these things. They look like little stuffed animals, right? And on the arms, you can put your fingers in, and you pull back, and they're slingshots. Like
Shoot
the
'em.
actual
That's awesome.
animal is a slingshot, and it's got a little microphone in it, and it goes, caw-caw! It, like makes whatever
Like an Angry
sound.
Bird?
Angry
Yeah.
Birds?
So like, well, the chicken does the Angry Bird sound, but like the pig is like oink oink oink. And like,
Yeah.
all these different stupid ass sounds, and I was like, this is the dumbest thing ever. And he's like, oh, yeah, the review said they're going to last like 10 minutes. He's like, but how awesome is it right now? And I was
Yeah.
like, they are awesome.
Yeah,
We were like
exactly.
shooting them off the deck. 2 of them broke in the moment. And he was
Oh.
like, that's why I bought a
Yep.
6-pack.
Yeah.
Like, and he knew it was a throwaway, but he's like, don't care.
Yeah, exactly. Because I think this every time that when we may have talked about this, when I put up Christmas lights, I'm like, all of the shit that we do is just for kids.
Yep.
We were just
Everything that
bitching
we
about
do is to like instill that stuff into them so that they want to do it when they get older and they build a tradition and they have the memories. But it's like if I was 40-year-old Brian with 0 kids, I'd be like, fuck those lights.
Yep. Oh,
We're
for
sitting
sure,
inside. I don't give a fuck.
I would not.
No?
I'd put them up once, and I would never take them down. I would just turn them. I would only turn them on
Yeah.
in December.
I
But
do have to
that
say
would be my move.
the first Christmas after both the girls knew that there was no Santa.
What? This
How about
is
leave a spoiler alert?
Right. Holy shit.
There's no
You just
So-
crushed
Yeah.
lots of our listeners.
somewhere the abacus is crying.
Sorry, guys.
Jay, you never told me.
Mind blown. But yeah, so that first Christmas though,
Still
we
ruined
decided
everything.
to just
Yeah.
get the hell out of Dodge, and we did Christmas. We went to Mexico for Christmas.
That's
Got away
cool.
from
I like
everything, and we decided we're going to do stuff instead of give stuff.
I like that.
And-
I love that idea.
When
Yeah.
they get to that
Yeah.
age, it's great. And now my nieces and my daughters all they want is money, and still made that fun. My dad wanted to give them money, and he gave them each $100, and he said, "Go do something with it. Go buy something or whatever." And I decided to take those dollars. I went and cashed it. Got 400 ones, and made
we know where this is going.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Haskins.
Sounds
Took your
inappropriate.
kids to the titty bar.
well, and folded them up and
Made them earn those dollars.
made 4 money balls where you take a roll of streamers and you roll the money in it. And
You
it makes a
made
big-
them earn those dollars.
Yeah.
Come on.
They had to
Oh, that's
open up the
horrible.
streamers.
That was,
I didn't even hear that joke.
Yeah, I heard it, but I didn't
that
acknowledge
was
it. 'cause
fucking awesome.
He's putting my dollars in a strip club. I'm not trying to go there.
Yeah, and you as a patron.
Oh, this went sideways quick.
So you rolled them up in a streamer.
You take a streamer,
Uh-huh.
you fold the dollar bill, and you take a streamer and you just start rolling one into the next and the next and the next, and it bowls up to like the size of a softball. So when the
Okay.
girls to get their money, so I said, "All right, here's four
Ping pong
money
balls.
balls. One of them has $100. The other ones don't. Pick your color closely." And they started digging through them, even though they all had $100
Nice,
in it.
yeah.
It was fun. So
There
you
you
know,
go. Instead
gotta-
of just
gotta-
handing them.
yeah, so
$100.
here's $100. You know,
So my kids now are 9 and 11, and I'm like waiting to get out of this thing because
Yeah.
I'm tired of the Elf on the Shelf. I'm tired of the whole thing going on.
Sucks.
So it was raining Christmas this year. Of course, like they're setting out the milk and the carrots and the cookies, and in the back of my head, I'm worried about bringing all the shit down and putting it all out. And my mom calls and is talking to the kids, and she's like, "Oh," she said it 4 times. She's like, "Oh, you should leave a towel out for Santa so when he comes in he can dry off." And my oldest son's like, "I think he's good." And she said, so this Christmas Day, I'm like, "Mom, why are you giving me more work to do?"
Right,
Like,
exactly.
you don't. He didn't think of that on his own. You're coming up with that. Like,
Glitter everywhere.
Yeah,
Santa loves
yeah.
exactly.
No.
Go track mud through the house. Like, come on. Like, can we
yeah.
stop this shit?
Dude,
Now, Troy, make sure you go outside and get wet and come in and drop stuff all
So
over.
usually I ring jingle bells
Oh,
when they were
really?
like 4 and 6 and whatever. I
Outside
go.
the window.
Yeah, I climb.
Yeah.
I could go out on my roof while they were brushing their teeth, and I could shake bells right by the bathroom window, and they would hear it, and their heads would explode. I didn't do it this year. 1, because it was raining. 2, because they're 9 and 11. And then so at Christmas Day, she's like, "Did you hear the jingle bells?" And they're like, "No." And I'm like, "Why'd you even bring it up?"
right.
well, when you get a little old, you don't hear those high pitched noises. So
Exactly.
you know, you've seen Polar Express.
I was
guess
like,
you
maybe
don't
the
believe.
rain drowned out the jingle bell noise.
Mine were all about making the reindeer food. I was like,
Yeah, one
gotta
of my
go
daughters.
sprinkle that stuff
Really?
outside.
Yeah, she was doing all that. So that damn elf. you know,
Yes.
like- so I basically was in charge of the elf this year because the kids are staying up later. My wife
Yeah.
goes to bed early, and I'm a night owl, as we all know. So like, basically, it was on me. And I didn't really pay much attention to the first like few times my wife did it.
Yeah.
And then so I was doing it, and apparently when I was running out of ideas, like I hung the stupid elf on a sign, and then the next morning they're
Like from its neck, like a noose.
yeah. And then the next morning they were like, yeah, Cindy went back to the same place she was on the second day, and I was like, oh no, like I duplicated a spot. I didn't realize that. Then like I did a really good one, and then the very next day I duplicated another spot unbeknownst to me. So
That's easy to talk out of, though.
Yeah.
Like, she likes that spot. That's
She's
a good spot to
comfortable there.
watch.
I
you
probably
guys.
didn't even
It's away
move
from
the
the-
elf like 50% of the time. Like they
Yeah.
come down and be like, he didn't move. Buddy didn't move. And I'd be like, yeah, I don't know what to tell
Your
you, dude.
fucking elf's named
Buddy,
Buddy the
yeah.
elf.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So this is how I know.
Does your elf have a name?
Yeah, Cindy. So
Just
Ours
said
is
that.
Sam.
So Cindy or my youngest daughter has got to be onto it, because the next day she handed me a fucking
You're holding
note.
a Post-it note with locations
The
on
note with the spots.
It says places Cindy can hide, and these are places that have not been used, and it is a list of a dozen spots on the star.
This is
in
from
a
your
cookie
youngest.
canister.
This is from your youngest daughter.
Yeah.
Wow.
On the TV, in the refrigerator pantry, in the flowers in the dining room, in the bathroom, on the plates, bowls in the cabinet, in the upstairs closet, in a stocking, in the fireplace, on the chandelier in the kitchen, on a silver mini Christmas. I don't even know what that is. Oh, wait, Christmas something.
This is amazing to me.
Tree. So, like, she made me a list, kind
Of
of
where
like,
to find her.
kind of like,
Yeah, but if
Stop
she's not in
screwing
on
up.
it, she's basically trying to boss around a fictional fucking flying elf. Like,
Yeah, so-
hey, bitch, you
Exactly.
need to go over here.
Right.
I got to find you.
I was dying when I saw this
That
list.
is
though.
awesome.
And then I never read the list. I literally brought it out here and was like, good podcast fodder, and stuck it in the notebook. And then one day she was like, yeah, Cindy's using my list. And I was like, what the hell am I? I didn't realize.
You hit a couple spots.
I hit a couple of her spots. But yeah, she gave me a cheat sheet because I suck so bad at being the elf.
That's hilarious.
I felt pretty bad about that.
So over the
So, do
stupid
you
elf.
guys do anything? Are you guys let your kids do one thing like Christmas Eve midnight or anything?
My family was always a one gift on Christmas Eve, and now my wife has commandeered that, and she says that the damn elf gives one gift on Christmas Eve, and every year it's fucking pajamas.
Oh.
And then I gotta
Oh,
wear
yeah,
some.
yeah.
I gotta wear
Yep.
some matching pajamas with all the girls, and it's like,
Oh
It-
my!
I bet you
God.
Brendan looks good in
The
footies.
matching pajama pictures all over social
Yeah.
media.
and
are
that's a
killing
social
me.
media thing,
Because
man.
every
Yeah.
single
Or
I,
card,
I look
Christmas
deep
card.
into the
Yes.
husband's eyes, and I can tell that he's crying inside. Every one of them. They're like,
Yep.
"This is where my life's gone."
And I liked getting the one gift on Christmas Eve. It was
Yeah.
something like, and everyone had something different, and we got to mess with it. And like, nope, that joy was stolen from me in the name of matching footy pajamas.
yeah.
I don't mind the pajamas, except I get hot as hell in them immediately. I put them on, and I'm sweating my ass off. So I'm like, okay, I can wear this for a picture, then I can't wear it again.
Yeah, I haven't worn a pajama in 35 years.
I wear
Yeah, they're
I wear
horrible.
house pants around the house
Yeah,
all the
me too.
time, so it's basically house pants with a pattern on it.
Yeah, and a top.
Last
Yeah.
year, I never opened the pajamas. I just didn't want to participate. I was like, all right, these are cool. And everyone was wearing them. I was like, I'm not wearing that. I put them aside, and I found them this year when I was like cleaning something out, still in the bag. I was like, I'm such a piece of shit.
I guess I got lucky because
Kids like it.
Christmas was just regular Christmas. Like the kids knew the stockings were from the parents, and they got to open up those until we waited till everybody got to the house Christmas morning. Didn't do any traditions. Didn't do Elf on the Shelf.
All right,
You know,
hold on.
Didn't have to do that.
Lay
stuff.
down to me how old the whole Duggar crew is. How old's everyone in this?
The Duggar Chris.
Don't
What
you
do you-
have like between the two of you? Isn't there like?
There's just 4 girls between me and my brother.
Oh, I was talking about your girlfriend too.
No, that's
Separate.
yeah. I'm just talking about like in because
I got you.
I don't. I'm not participating. Like Christmas is completely different when they're 13, 15, 16.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm saying the first 10 years, you know, they knew Santa was coming. They were excited, did all that stuff. But Elf on the Shelf wasn't a thing for us. I didn't have to do. All I had to do was stay up late and put the presents under the tree.
Yeah.
You know, it was coffee in the morning while they got their stockings open, which we had told them that stockings were from parents. And then Santa did the stuff under the tree, and we would wait for the grandparents to show up in the morning, eat breakfast, and they'd open up their shit. And we just got this is pretty simple. But I'd hate to have to keep up with what you guys have been doing.
Oh, it's brutal.
Oh yeah. See, part of me, I like the late night adventure. Like Angela's always like, "Let's get this all done so we can go to bed early." I'm like, "No, I
I
enjoy
don't mind
the
it. Yeah.
creeping around at midnight."
Oh, I
with
enjoyed
no
it.
lights on. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
No, that
I
part's
enjoy that.
fine,
Yeah.
but that's one night.
yeah.
It's the 30 days of every night having to hide something and all that nonsense. Yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
That's
I
just-
like the
yeah,
one night.
oh.
We watch Die Hard, wrap all the gifts,
Yep.
make sure that it sounds like death downstairs,
Yeah.
lots of explosions, curse words, like they don't come down.
Well, the funny thing is that the girl's mom is a horrible Christmas present. Like she can't wrap Christmas presents. Period.
Wow.
Like
I
at
thought all
all.
women were born
And
with that.
so
I think she's
I
like somewhere where she is right now. She's like, I've convinced him that I can't wrap
Yep.
it.
probably.
Oldest trick in the book.
Yeah,
exactly. No, I've seen her try. It's not a pretty sight. But anyways,
I wrap gifts like a fucking blind dude with one arm, dude. I
You do?
wrap shit like,
Yeah,
oh,
I'm
it's so
horrible.
bad. And I got my wife a frying pan this year, and that bitch looked like a frying pan.
It's not
Just with
square.
fucking-
It's not square. How you gonna wrap it?
Yeah,
just
you put it in a
with
box,
paper
man.
all over it. Like
Yeah.
there was no hiding that thing.
Exactly.
You know if I ordered the gift because it comes in the Amazon bag.
Yep,
Like
and
I
you just
get the
leave it
stupid
there.
bag.
Yeah.
I just pull that bitch out the box, throw it under the tree.
I'm good at rapping, but
Freestyle for us.
Yeah.
I only have to do a couple things.
I wrapped
Angela does most of the heavy lifting.
I
as
wrapped
far
a
as that
couple
goes.
things, but I gave 3 gifts to Aaron that just was the Amazon box with a bow on top of it.
Nice.
I didn't even wrap it. I just like,
Respect.
here's the bow.
Did you see the funny sketch this year on SNL about
No.
it's
Robe.
the robe,
Yeah.
dude? My wife showed it to me, and I was like, I get it. I buy you shitty gifts. Like,
Yeah.
it's all the family rapping about what they get, and it's
Yeah.
like the kids are like, I got this, I got this. The dad's like, I got this, and they go to mom, and she's like, I got a robe, and then they go back, and the kids are naming more shit. The dad's like, I got a pinball machine. They go back to the mom. She's like, I got a robe. And she's like, I guess I'll make everybody breakfast. And she's like, I burned myself. And they're like, but I'm over here playing this. Like,
So the other one that they put out was the commercial, which was a takeoff on the Lexus.
The Lexus, that was great.
Yeah,
I didn't see
because-
that one.
So
Lexus
basically,
has been doing that forever, and every single
Yeah.
time I see it, I'm like, "Who are these fucking
Right.
people?"
yeah.
but SNL parodied it, and the
Really?
guy says, "Come on out." His wife and his son walk out. And he's got this
To the
brand new
shit
Lexus,
box or
and she says, she sees it, and he's like, "Look," and she goes, "What the fuck are you doing? You don't have a job. We can't afford this." And she's like, "I'm sorry to tell you, son,
That
but
is
your dad's been unemployed for the last 6 weeks."
The best. The neighbor comes over at one point and
Really?
he's like, Bob, what are you doing?
Really?
he's like, what? He's like, you came over last week asking me for $700, and now you've got a new Lexus. He's like, what are you pulling here?
Rates are amazing, man.
December to remember.
Yeah. She's like,
I don't know if we
she's like,
talked
how
about
much
it.
did you pay for that? He's like, $700 down. And she's like, yeah, now you got to pay $500 a month. He's like, you do?
yeah, it was $700 down. That's right. I forgot that part.
I don't know if we talked about it, but somebody told me once, like, you got to pay extra for that bow. Like,
Yeah.
you buy a Lexus, and you got to pay like $250 for the bow. It's like,
Wow.
I'm dropping big money on a big car. Like,
They
give
put
me that bow.
They put that bow on at CarMax when you get a car, but they take it back. Like, they pull it up.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
And you're like, oh, and then they're like, thank you, and like, get out of here. You don't keep that bow.
right.
You're like, sweet, a 9-year-old Ford with 120,000 miles on it. Need the bow on it.
Yeah,
But I'm keeping this bow. Write that shit in the contract.
That's right.
negotiate that shit.
Then
Well,
it's
they
all-
put the bow on. I mean, my ex bought a car yesterday, and they put the bow on the car for her.
Yeah,
really.
she's buying big
Indoor,
money.
they the bow's on it. They took a picture of the whole 9 yards, but then I mean, they kept the bow.
If I'm buying a $60,000 car, do I need a freaking bow on it? I mean, that's just stupid.
For Christmas, I feel like you do.
Well, my wife and I always go, who would buy someone else a car without the other person knowing about it?
Lots of people.
I know. To us, that's foreign.
It
Like,
is. That's why. I mean, the whole reason Carvana has a business is because of people that don't know fucking shit all about cars.
Really?
Carvana's the best. I mean, you literally never see the car; it just shows up.
Yeah.
Or you go to
I don't
the
know
big
the point of
vending
that.
machine.
So what do you?
Like you
Carva-
never test drive a car. You just like go pick it up at the local place.
Carvana?
And
Carvana either
so-
brings it to your house.
So you're saying people that don't know anything about cars do that?
Yeah, like the younger generations now don't care about cars as much as we do. They're
Yeah.
like, I'll just buy the fucker online and go pick it up. Like they're not like, I'm gonna go test drive 3 and figure out which one I like. They're
Yeah.
like, I think the Corolla's a good car. I'll put it in the vending machine.
But do you need the
vending
test drive
machine's
car?
cool.
Do you need to test drive cars anymore?
Can't imagine you wouldn't.
I've bought a car without ever driving it.
But not the car you bought. Driving that car ever.
Yes,
That
I've done
style of car or anything.
I did that once with the Toyota Solara.
When I just
I
bought
read all the reviews and I was like, I know that's a good car. I know the performance it does. I was in market for
Actually, I guess I
basic
just did
car.
that, so I understand.
Yes, but you've driven a truck.
A
You sat
truck,
in the
yeah,
truck, but
but I've never drove that.
Well, I was
car.
gonna say the last car when we swapped my wife's car a few months ago down at Virginia Beach, like we bought a CRV and I never driven one, but I was like, we'll take it. Like it's a fucking Honda CRV. How could it?
Yeah.
It's
what
not
could
gonna- it's not
what could
gonna
it
impress you.
possibly do that I don't know?
Yeah, you know it's a basic car.
Yeah.
Like it's like if you're buying a Porsche, you
Yeah.
want to make sure it rides like a Porsche. But
But
outside-
I think
CRV's
it's
a
like
CRV.
back in the day, people would be like, I want to sit in the RAV4. I
Yeah,
want to sit
yeah.
in the CRV. I want to see how the buttons feel. I want to
Yeah,
see what
yeah.
options it has.
do you think there's a dollar amount associated with something that you're going to sit in or not? Like if you're going to spend X dollars, you got to go sit in it. If you're only spending a little bit, you're fine. I'll just get it.
It's probably the same thing.
Not for me.
Corolla does a thing called rich man, poor man. It's probably the same thing. Like rich people and really rich people and really poor people don't care. It's the middle class that
Yes,
would want to do
absolutely.
it. Like,
Yeah,
I'm buying that Lambo. I don't care if I drive it first.
Yes.
I'm buying the Lambo.
Right.
I'm buying the $1,000 shit box. Does it start up? All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
need a car.
yeah.
It's either I need a car or I need a Lambo.
Yeah, you're buying that Ford Taurus and it's got 30,000 miles on it. Let me take it out and see what it does. Like,
Yeah.
it does-
That's just funny too when you go on a test drive with some basic ass car and the salesman's like,
Yeah.
get into it. And you're like, I don't need to rip into this thing to see how
Here's
fast
a-
it accelerates on
here's
the
a
on
hundred-
ramp, you shitbird. It's a fucking CRV.
Here's 140
the
horses.
truckster, you don't
Yeah.
want to check it out?
And it's got power windows.
Yeah.
Like, thanks.
it better.
Yeah, that's
I,
right.
I saw
Yeah.
that in the online ad.
Right.
All right, here's a question for you. What car do you think, say car or truck, has the most DUIs? Because there is one car in America that literally the average driver of this is over 2 times more likely to have a DUI than any other car on the road.
Has to be the F-150.
All right, F-150 is your guess. What
That's
do you
a
got?
good guess. I was going to say it's got to be one that there's a shit ton of these cars, and the F-150 is the best-selling truck for 20 years
I
in
think
a
it's
row
the
or
best-selling
something.
vehicle. Like, it destroys almost all
Yeah.
entire other car
You
manufacturers.
know the answer.
So I would go, if you're going truck, I'm going to go whatever the best-selling average car is.
Chevy
which is-
Cavalier. That's a good one, too.
I would say the Honda Accord's probably the best.
Honda Accord's for the last 20 years, the early 90s and 80s, it was the number one selling car
But
ever.
in the Civic below that, they'll probably sell more Civics than Accords, right?
All right, so
I
let
think
me
Honda
throw a
Accord
wrench in that logic.
Okay.
If there's more people that buy that car, then that would actually probably get back to the average.
Okay.
Do you
I
know
see
what I'm
you're
saying?
saying.
There's
I
like-
see what you're saying.
If there's a
Got you.
billion of them out there, then
Okay.
that should probably be right in line.
I'm with you. So we're not talking numbers. We're talking percentage.
Bentley.
Yeah, it's percentage of these car owners.
Bentley.
Like more than double
I'm gonna
the
say Bentley.
amount of DUIs. Like
Hold
the
on.
likelihood of you getting a DUI is through the roof with
I
this
say a
car.
BMW.
BMW?
Yeah,
okay.
BMW. Do you need a make and model?
No, I mean
You just need
I'll take whatever.
That's a good question.
So I saw that. I have the answer. I saw this the other day, and I was like, will you look at this? And then as soon as I saw what car it was, I was like,
It made tons of sense.
Aren't BMW
Like,
drivers
yeah.
known for being assholes?
Yes, they're Brads.
Yeah.
do you have a guess, Stu?
I mean,
I used to think
there's not a lot of
BMW
Bentley
was
drivers,
the
so
best
I
car
would
for the
think
money. It's
used.
probably not that anymore,
Used.
right?
Used.
Yeah, I mean,
BMW.
yeah, I guess.
I don't know about brand new.
Stu, you got one for me? I think F-150 is a good guess. I just keep
Yeah,
that.
now that I know that it's percentage, though, I see your point.
Yeah.
Instead of numbers.
So are we going with rednecks or assholes? That's the question.
Yeah,
Try
exactly.
redneck assholes. That's actually that'll give us
That's
a
it?
clue. That'll drive you right to the
Redneck
heart of it.
Assholes.
The redneck assholes.
Dodge Rams?
Dodge Ram 2500.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Really?
Redneck assholes
That's
have more
hilarious.
DUIs than anyone else.
Yeah.
It's the Dodge Ram 2500.
Yes.
So
Has
we're
more
all-
than
This
double.
thing's got a Cummins.
Yeah.
So this is hilarious. We're like all over it. Top 10 based on insurance, most likely get a DUI. Number 1 is Ram 2500. Chevy S10, followed by BMW 4 Series and Audi A4.
Yeah.
But that
Checks
Dodge
out.
Ram, that fits perfectly.
You don't
It
see
does.
too many of those.
What?
The Dodge Ram 2500s.
No.
No,
you
because
don't.
it takes a certain kind of
Yeah.
asshole to go, you know what? I want the bigger grill.
Yeah.
I want the bigger tires, the bigger engine. Bigger. It's not very reliable,
Yeah.
sir. Did I fucking ask you?
Yeah. And the 30-ounce beer.
Yeah.
Yeah. How big's that
Everything's
cup
bigger.
How many
holder?
cup holders are
Yeah.
in that thing?
That's right.
Exactly.
Need them all for my Budweisers.
There's a built-in cooler.
an
That's a
F1
console, sir.
Dodge
Okay,
Ram
cooler.
screams, I'm kicking ass.
So get this.
No regrets.
So this is based on
Records.
the drivers per 1,000 cars with one or more DUI citations on their record.
Jeez.
For every 1,000 Dodge Ram 2500s, there's 50 DUIs.
It's a huge number.
Dude, that's
Fucking
big.
get after it,
Yeah,
Mopar.
that's 5%.
We're number
Yeah.
one. We're number one. You
Yeah.
know those Mopar guys.
For
they
sure.
love that shit.
So we got Ram 2500, S10, BMW 4 Series, A4, Dodge.
S10. No, who the fuck makes an S10?
they don't
An
even
old
have them
drunk,
anymore.
right?
Yeah.
The old school.
Yeah, it's just old drunks.
That's my point. Like, that's just not even made anymore. It's
Right.
still on
Yeah.
the list.
It's still
That's
right up at
hilarious.
the
Oh, no,
Yeah.
no. What, Dodge Dakota.
What?
Subaru WX.
WRX.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah,
WRX
that-
though, that's your racer kid.
Yeah.
The
You know?
BMW 7 Series, Ford Ranger, Chevy Silverado, and GMC Sierra make out the top
So
10.
all small trucks.
Yeah.
If you see a small truck down the road,
Get the fuck out the way.
Yeah.
slow down,
Move,
let it
bitch.
pass.
Get out the
Every
way.
time you see that big 2500 though, and you
Yeah.
think maybe I should, you're right. Get
Yeah.
out of the way.
What
He's
was
drunk.
that guy in oh shit, what was that Patrick Swayze movie where he was the kick-ass
Roadhouse?
guy? Roadhouse.
Yeah.
The old guy driving down
Sam
the road.
Elliott.
Just going,
Yeah.
Oh,
No, he
yeah,
was
yeah,
cruising
yeah,
back and
yeah,
forth.
yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
that's,
But
Well-
actually, I think the story here is way more. You need to avoid small trucks.
Yeah, there's
20
way
more small pickup trucks.
yeah, Ford Ranger.
Dakota,
Dakota,
S10.
You know who buys
S10.
those small trucks? People who've wrecked their big trucks.
That's right.
Drunk.
Well, the other key thing it is too is so many people use those as like beat around trucks.
Oh, yeah,
like,
yeah.
I got my 2500 in the
That's in
garage.
the garage, yeah.
I'm taking the shit box to the bar.
That's right.
Yeah.
For sure.
S10.
Yes.
That's always been. My grandfather got drunk in this truck. My father got drunk in this truck,
Yeah.
and my
But you
son
know-
will get drunk in
You
this
know
truck.
what though? Let's give it 10 or 15 years, and your Toyota that you just showed will start to show up.
Oh, for sure.
the pickup.
No, because those they don't want the Toyotas. They want that big old Dodge.
Goes with a Bud
They
Light.
want that Chevy. It's got to be American.
No, you're right. Those nice trucks, I mean, they're 60, 78. I mean, there's much money as you want, and they're garage parked.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
but you know what's funny though? If I'm looking at this list, the BMW 4 Series has only been around 3 years.
Right. That's
I
funny.
can't even picture the 4 Series.
It's
Well,
the-
3 Series.
It's because all they did was the odd series, the 1, 3, 5, 7 forever, and now they do the 2, 6s, and
The-
4s, and
I think it's supposed to be like
Is
the
the-
even numbers are
two
two
doors.
doors.
Yeah.
oh, is that what it is now?
Yeah.
They do
Well,
8s
the
and
one
9s?
series, is a one series is a two
Is
door,
it- yeah, that's the.
and then it
Yeah.
goes back and forth 2 door, 4 door from there.
they do 8s and
Um,
9s.
They have a no.
I'm not familiar with an 8 or an
I've seen 7s.
There's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
Yeah.
2,
There's
and
a-
1. There may
not
be an
sure.
8 series out there, but I'm not aware of it.
And they get more expensive.
They get larger is generally the way it goes.
And more expensive usually, I think.
The 2021 is
Yeah.
the new.
Well,
2021 has the new BMW
not
8
necessarily.
series.
Well, it
8
depends
you
on
can
if you
get
get
a-
like an M series, a M3 or something,
right.
M5.
You can get a 435 will be more expensive than a 525.
Yeah.
The new 8 series is releasing this year, 2021. It's a 2-door convertible.
Okay.
Looks pretty big.
The M6 Grand Coupe is the shit.
in that 6
The 4-door?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Or coupe, I should say.
Coupe.
Yeah.
My name.
Cabriolet.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you ever see that SNL? Well, it was an SNL skit, and the guy Dana Carvey was playing a substitute teacher, and he wrote his name up on the board, and he wrote his name up, and it spelled my last name is Asswipe, and he wrote out Asswipe on the board, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, the guy's name's Asswipe." It's like, no, it's Osweepe.
Yeah. No.
Thanks, Troy.
Osweepe. So what do we got here?
No, I do not.
We're breaking.
Yeah, I
out a
wouldn't think you'd want a full one. I don't even want a full one of these.
Oh, is this bourbon? Sorry.
Yeah, this is not going to be great.
All right.
So we got a beer here.
Oh.
It's deli time. This one was not purchased by Flo, but shout out to Flo for sending in money and saying the next few delis are on me. But this one showed up before I had a chance to buy
So
with Flo's money. So
should
thank you, Flo. We'll get there.
Should we review the beer first and do the deli before we get into where and how it came from?
Sure.
Because that'll take a while.
I think that's fair. So this is the new Belgian special release called Oak Spire. It's an old-fashioned bourbon barrel ale. Leads me to believe that it's supposed to taste something like an old-fashioned, which...
How do you make a beer?
This is going to be horrible.
Well, you know what it. You know when it says bourbon barrel, it's going to. How do you say?
Suck.
Yes.
There's only one thing should come out of bourbon barrels, Troy.
Rum.
Rum.
I still don't understand it. I still don't understand why we're making bourbon beer with bourbon barrels.
That's good. First sip really has a punch.
Man.
There's
9% alcohol.
What?
Check me at the
Yeah.
door.
Wow.
Bourbon barrel.
So,
I like it.
I do too. Oh, are you serious or no?
that was
You
great.
do like it.
I do like it.
Oh.
No,
I haven't sipped it yet.
there's something to it that I like. This is like a fruit cake that's been soaked in booze.
Okay.
So,
you.
Is there anything to read up on that?
Hey-o!
The Brendan Bourbon Barrel. There's your episode name right there.
was awesome.
Bourbon Barrel.
I don't know that it is.
Yes,
Fruit
it
cake
should be.
soaked in alcohol.
That's awesome. Walk into a bar. Can I get a Brendan?
Dude, my mom shows up at Christmas going, "Hey, I brought a fruit cake," and I go, "Why?" She goes, "I love fruit cake." I go, "No one likes fruit cake." Literally, and then she forced my kids to eat. They're like,
Have you ever seen someone wolf down a piece
I
of
know, I
fruitcake
said-
in your life?
and I never remember her eating it. But she's like, "I love it." I'm like,
It's a family recipe. We've
"No
eaten it for years,
one-
Troy.
literally, no one likes fruit cake.
So I listened to this podcast, the Mike O'Meara show. Don and Mike back in the day, for people from Northern Virginia will remember that. And there was a guy who was an intern there named Rob Spiewak, who's now one of the main guys on the Mike O'Meara show. And he's got a family recipe for fruitcake. And for years now, they've been doing a fundraiser where every Christmas they make this fucking fruitcake and they sell them. And this year I finally broke down and I ordered
Oh, you
a
did?
Mike O'Meara show fruitcake. And I've never even had a fruitcake in my life.
It's horrible.
And I got this thing, and I was like, "Girls, look what I've got!" It's this little tiny brick, and I cut this bitch, and I took one bite, and was like, "Oh, what the fuck is this?"
Yeah, exactly.
But then, I started to like it.
Oh, really?
Over time, it's a very grown-up flavor.
I feel like it's something, again, I go back, I say this all the time. It's like the Twizzler and the Werther's Original. It's shit
Yeah.
that old folks
Yep.
eat that nobody likes.
Oh, it tastes like the
Eggnog,
1600s. There's no doubt
For
about that.
sure.
But it's like, it's been soaked in booze, so it preserves.
Yeah.
Keeps the fruit there, or the sugars keep it from rotting. But then it's all cinnamon and clove and nutmeg. It's all those flavors that you don't think of as cake. It's
Yeah, like
very grown up.
The prospector's wife makes one, so that tells you everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, this is probably really good in the mines.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anything with golden raisins or black figs, unsweetened, dried fruits.
That's it. That's the
Pecans.
one. Yeah, no, it's a hodgepodge of crap.
The texture's weird, right?
Yeah, the textures. It's not as bad as a mincemeat pie, which is,
I've never touched one of those.
dude, I tried that once. Now that's a game changer for
Yeah.
horribleness.
Yeah.
Oh my, the fruitcake is a massive step up.
Wow.
But a fruitcake's one of those things that you get it, you regift it.
Yeah.
So they were selling a candle this year down at World of Mirth, and it was like a candle, and the scent smells like a regift. I was like, that's brilliant.
Awesome. Yeah.
Like, that's actually a good gift.
How much of the fruitcake did you throw away?
It's still on the counter.
Oh, really?
I'd say at least half of it.
We're not
you
doing
like
a taste test?
Would you like a slice of
No, I'm
fruitcake?
good, thank you.
I'll gladly go get you some. It'll go good with this Oak Spire New Belgian.
Yeah.
Does the write-up tell you anything?
Let's see here. Let's see. We get not really.
We tend to like New Belgium. What's on the front? Is that mint? You think? It's got cherry and orange on it.
A lemon.
Yeah,
that's
is
that a watermelon
orange,
on the left?
Cherry, mint julep, mint maybe.
What is that on the far left? A watermelon on the bottom?
I think it's.
Oh,
I
it's
think
a
mint.
no. It's a orange and a
it's a
cherry
leaf.
and just some leaf.
Yeah.
But it says
Yeah, so it says this special release of Oakspire celebrates the simple and classic execution of the iconic Old Fashioned. We mature an amber ale on bourbon barrel char and toasted oak spirals before adding orange, cherry, and a touch of bitters flavoring. There you go.
It says it's
I mean, it definitely has
I
an
don't know.
old-fashioned-esque vibe to it, those orange bitters.
Yeah.
proprietary infusion.
It's
method.
interesting. The first sip, I immediately wanted to spit it out. I was like, ooh, it's too strong. Now that I'm like my
I
third
didn't
or fourth
sense
sip,
the strong alcohol flavor. What's when he said 9? I was shocked.
well, now that I'm like, I've mellowed into it. It was that initial shock of bourbon. I wasn't.
Yeah.
Now that I'm settling into it, there's a lot going on here that's actually fairly good.
I think Ely wants a full beer.
I doubt
No.
it.
Who
He
wants
didn't
to go
bring his.
first?
He didn't bring his Ram 2500.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll go first.
Okay, go for it.
This is by far my favorite oak barrel or bourbon barrel.
Yeah, It's okay.
I started off by shitting on it because it was a bourbon barrel, and I've yet to like one. But this is pretty good. I think the citrus cuts it pretty good, and I mean, barely above. I mean, if 2.5's pretty medium, I'll go just above that at 3. It's not a bad beer.
Yeah, the bourbon.
It's not too boozy.
No.
I hate bourbon beers.
Yes.
I just hate them. If I want a bourbon, I'll just have a bourbon.
Yeah,
But this one, the bourbon is starting to become understated, despite the 9%.
I don't taste the bourbon. I'm
it's-
weird.
I definitely taste it, but it's more the orange is mellowing it out. I don't taste cherry, which thank God, because I cannot stand cherry. But it definitely has kind of an old-fashioned vibe to it.
what's in an old fashioned? I know I've had them before.
Bitters,
Bitters and
cherries mashed up with bourbon over
or
the
whiskey.
rocks.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
But this is actually pretty good. It's got a little bit of oranginess. I would never buy this. That's the reality of it.
I would tell someone to buy it if they're looking for a good bourbon barrel beer.
That's not a stout.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everyone does
I
bourbon
don't-
stouts,
but
bourbon
I
porters.
I definitely don't like this a bourbon stout.
No, it's not good.
It's thick.
But this is like if I was sitting by a fireplace, I could see this being good. Situationally, it's a 3. Outside of a situation, it's a 2.5 because I would drink it. I wouldn't turn it away, but it's not something I would go out of my way to get. So what do you think? Should I give it? I don't know where. I don't know if I should go the situational score or you know what? I'm going to give it a standard deli, a daily drinker 2.5.
There you go.
Well, that's I actually like the way this goes down. It's smooth.
Yeah, it's
Not
bad.
It's not overpowering. You can't taste like it doesn't feel like you're getting 9% alcohol to Ely's point. And I can't see myself drinking a whole lot of these, but I'm gonna give it a 2.5 because the marketing is very underwhelming.
He's sticking to his guns. He's a marketing
Yeah.
guy, and I mean, I have to
what
agree
is-
with
What
him.
does this tell you?
It doesn't tell you shit.
Nothing. What are we doing here?
It doesn't look like anything on the label. Doesn't look like anything. He's right.
All right, we got a 3, 2.5, 2.5. Ely, where you at?
I am probably around a 3. I think it's. I was shocked at when you said 9% because I really didn't feel like it tasted that heavy.
It's starting to feel like 9%.
Yeah, it is.
It does.
Me too. I had a fucking
Yeah, and you feel
little
it.
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like it's a strong.
You had a
beer.
quarter of one.
Right. But the flavor was good. I don't think it wasn't overly bourbony. So I was impressed with what it was. You know, again, it's not something I would probably buy, not something that I love, but for what it was, it did a great job. So I'm going to go 3.
Yeah,
Where's this land on the pricing for a 6-pack?
I wouldn't know.
Oh, that's right. Let's
I
talk
didn't-
about that.
I didn't actually purchase this.
Who gave this to us?
I don't know.
Okay, huh?
I don't know.
Okay.
Just showed up.
Literally.
Oh, do tell.
So right before we did the drink challenge, my wife,
In
like-
between our back-to-backs.
yeah, my wife sends me a picture, and it's her with the 6-pack, and she's like, "Can I have one?" And I was like, "Where'd you get that? Like, you don't have to ask me if you can drink beer. Like, grown
Did you
woman.
buy it? Yeah,
Yeah.
help yourself.
Grown woman." And she's like, "It was on the front step." So like amongst the Amazon packages was a 6-pack of Oak Spire, but if it was Boo Boo, you tend to get some kind of a note, something to
Yep.
indicate that it was Boo Boo. It was dropped off, no label, no nothing, like a discarded baby on a orphanage doorstep. you know?
On a fire department.
Yeah, very Christmassy.
Yeah.
Well, just so you know, per their website, you can pick this up right around the corner at Wegmans and Kroger. So it may not have come too far.
It may not have. I don't know the backstory. Now, considering the amount of Boo Boo interaction that we've had the last couple weeks, it leads me to believe it could have been a Boo Boo thing, but I don't know that for sure because there was
Is it
no.
like Bobo to not leave a note?
No, he usually has some kind of
Yeah.
identifier.
Right.
So this could be a neighbor, a friend,
A
something.
copycat.
Oh
A
no!
wannabe
Yeah.
Boo-Boo.
Doo-doo Mysterio.
Exactly.
Not doo-doo.
If we did have a copycat, they're off now. They're done.
So should we
Exactly.
just like the guy that
Must
hid,
be a Virgo.
just like the guy that hid the treasure.
A Virgo.
That is so Leo.
Damn. But just like the guy that hid the treasure out in the middle of the desert.
Forrest
Should-
Fenn.
Yeah, should we put this out to our listeners and say, hey, we'll give up something if they can figure out who Boo Boo is?
So actually, we did that 2 weeks ago,
I wasn't there for that one.
where we put out a lot of clues and a lot of facts, and there was a lot of interest in that,
Yeah.
and a lot of people who came through with some things. And one listener, I'm going to kind of leave it all as vague as possible, but one listener found a clue that I had completely overlooked, like
Ooh.
completely, and it pointed me in a different direction and sent me down some rabbit holes because I've been a little weird.
So
About
No,
this.
not you.
Boo Boo's
Well, it's a Libra thing, dude. Like we totally we get all up in
You get
those
focused
guts.
on one thing and you can't stop.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, it was probably more my Virgo side. My Libra would have just let it be.
Yeah.
Your life as a cusp is just terrible.
Yep. Well, I'm kind
It's
of a
all about
cusp
that cusp
guy.
life.
Yeah, dude. I claim a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Always have.
So Boo Boo's slipping up. We found something.
Oh, I wouldn't say we found something. I know exactly who Boo Boo is.
Oh, really?
I do. I'm not.
How have you confirmed this, or is this just a strong gut?
I've got him.
Really?
Dead to rights?
Got him.
I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah, I'm
Because
not
they've
gonna.
admitted it?
No, I have not confronted the person.
Really?
Yeah. I've steered clear.
Sagittarius?
Sagittarius.
Likely. Yeah. Based on the hoof prints. Yeah.
Yes. I know who Boo Boo is.
Is this the one you mentioned last week?
Boo Boo's name has not come up on the show.
Really?
Not on
It's
air.
not come
Oh.
up.
Okay. Is it the one that we talked about, though?
I don't know, and I don't want to reveal
That's
anything
okay.
yet.
Yeah, no one knows what we're talking about.
We've circled.
Was this
the-
person a suspect when we were in the same talking about it?
I don't know how much I want to give away. I mean, kind of.
Okay.
It's
We'll talk.
According
Yeah.
to the Chinese
Stay on the
calendar,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You're the horse?
you're the goat.
just know I got you, Boo Boo. I know exactly.
Oh, boo-boo.
I know exactly who
The
Boo Boo
walls are
is.
closing in.
Yes, but I
Sounds
don't,
like they've closed.
but I don't know what to. It was an eagle-eyed listener that certainly changed my perspective a little bit. Set me down.
Eagles
a
are known for
different-
listening?
Yeah. Sorry, Abacus, it's not you.
It literally is the
Yeah.
abacus.
It was definitely
But I was trying to not. I was not trying not to out the listener. But the abacus is that dude's got laser focus.
That was a complete shot in the dark. I had no clue.
Yes. Well, the abacus has come through with some numbers.
Ooh. So we don't know who it is,
Crunchy
is what
it.
you're saying.
We know who it is.
Exactly.
7.
Exactly. I think. I may have forgot to carry the
Hold on.
one. You know what? Just start from scratch.
Yeah, let's redo this.
Back to the drawing board because I'm probably wrong.
Shit, I thought I marked this cup up. Damn it.
Yeah. Is that a
It's not him,
6?
guys. I was
is that a
way
6
off.
or an 8?
I am just waiting for the call from the abacus. I was completely wrong. I flubbed all the numbers.
Yeah.
Why'd you write a 6 on the cups upside down? You knew that was going to throw us
Right.
off.
Oh,
No, the abacus worked through some clues, and he saw a clue that I had missed.
nice.
And he took me down a different hole, and I think
Ooh, how was that?
That's really interesting.
Wow. How long have you guys been doing this?
Yeah.
I don't know how I just spit bourbon beer.
Yeah,
all
that
over
was just hilarious.
And how was that experience?
he was excellent.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Feel different?
Tis the season.
No, don't.
Wasn't as different?
He feels exactly the same.
I always knew.
No, did this? Yeah. No, I mean, did the different hole feel different?
No.
No.
You're taking me down a weird hole. This isn't where the direction I was going.
Okay.
That'd be a good name.
If you say hole
You're
again,
taking me down a weird hole.
Yeah.
No, but I think we've got it. I think we've got case closed.
Okay.
I'll share some of the details with you after.
All right.
Show you some clues.
Can we call them the deets?
Yeah, we can. I'll share some deets.
Okay. Cool.
Share some deets with you, but I got him.
Nice.
Now it's just what do
No,
you do with
Yeah.
said information?
How do we
Murder him?
turn?
No.
Oh, we're not going that
Yeah.
route? Oh, okay.
Yeah. How do we get a sack of lime? Shovels.
I got a shovel. Hold on, wait. What are we doing?
I will.
Yeah.
I would say
It would be cool to do an old school college kidnapping, though.
Oh,
That would be great.
You got a dope truck for it.
Yeah.
You can sit all four of us comfortably and he in the back.
Exactly.
and then we just put them on air. Have a podcast right there.
Yeah. Time to a pole.
Boo Boo talking to this mic.
Yeah.
What
And
do
then
we
we kill him.
No.
Hold on. God. You guys are tricking me into saying this.
It's like saving Silverman.
We are going to return the.
That's a great movie.
He has done nothing but give us beer. He has not hurt us.
What are we planning for? I'm confused.
Just
Yeah.
We'll discuss off air, but I know who he is.
You
You
have
know,
some
where
plans?
you know which way I'm leaning.
Exactly. Yeah. Did you kill her?
You guys are horrible. It's not a good
I
direction.
want to keep him on his toes.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. No. We'll just send him a card or
Oh,
something.
yeah. We'll definitely just a thank you note or something.
Stuffed animal, maybe.
Yeah.
Boo Boo
Yeah.
sitting somewhere going, not if I strike first. Cobra Kai.
Exactly. Right.
Just remember, Troy's the threat.
yeah.
That's
I
right.
wouldn't stress it too much.
Yeah,
You're-
for
Boo Boo,
anybody-
you're dealing with the abacus and Brendan. You're probably safe.
I don't know. Pay attention to your local obituaries.
Pull a Dexter and kill the wrong guy.
Yeah. It's the guy from Men's Warehouse. His name's Roger.
That's what Abacus went back. He went through all of the sales receipts
Yeah.
from last August from Men's Warehouse, and he's like, we've got a suspect.
Nice.
It's one of these 100 dudes.
Yeah. And
We'll have to kill them all. I mean, check out all of them.
Yeah. Take them all down different holes.
I only have 2 holes. I can't.
We'll have to alternate.
We'll figure. You guys are. This is not the direction. I was just going to say I figured out who Boo Boo is. That was it.
I don't think
yeah.
you did.
And maybe I haven't. Maybe I haven't.
Odds are you haven't. You may have gotten lucky.
I know. I've seen some of the details.
Should we
He's
give
getting
Boo
close.
Boo a chance to out him or herself or their self? I don't know which pronoun they use.
It's him.
Don't assume.
Whoa, you're assuming?
Ooh, just cut out 50% of the world.
Oh, that's right. I did make an assumption.
That's so
Yeah,
sis. That's so sis of
dude.
you.
Did you see the handwriting on that
sis,
note?
Sis as fuck.
Your
That
white
doesn't look-
privilege
that
is
doesn't look-
smothering me right now.
Exactly. I can't even breathe, bro.
That doesn't look like dude handwriting.
I'm just telling you. I know who it is.
I'm a dude playing another dude.
and that's what Boo Boo's doing.
Exactly.
But no. I got it figured out. It took a lot of work. But thank you for the abacus at least pointing me in a different direction. 'Cause I was going down the wrong.
I want to know. I don't want to wait. How much longer we got? I want to hear this story.
Well,
Got
we got about
a few minutes.
Yeah, okay. I can wait.
Yeah, you'll wait.
I've waited this long.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. And then it's just we'll discuss. Yeah. But I'm
If
I'm
you can wait,
excited.
Brendan will hole it out for you.
That's not funny, Stu.
Yeah, thank you, Ely. Finally, someone who sees things my
See,
way.
I tried. Never mind. Too many of the words, too many uses of the same word. Well, this is good.
Yeah, well, Ely's
Ely's reading a
Are you
text
reading the
message.
last text?
Yeah, I did, but I'm still confused.
good. Just leave it at that. Leave it at that. Let's talk about how your fantasy football went this year. Because everybody hates talking. Everybody hates
People
hearing-
hate
people
hearing
hate-
fantasy football.
But I actually kind of like Ely's fantasy football story because
It is a good story.
I enjoyed it.
It's pretty funny. Have you guys heard it? You've
No.
heard it.
No, I'm
Oh, this is
No one
great.
listening
for it.
has.
Yeah.
Okay.
The best
Well, I
part
know that,
about
but I
it
don't know if
is
you heard it.
when Ely told the story, he tells us over Marco Polo, and his phone craps out, and you just see him talking quietly
That's
for
right.
like
yeah,
a minute.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the hell is the punchline? And
Yeah.
so like late at night, I'm like, I don't know the punchline.
Yeah.
So,
What happened? Tell me.
so
And
tell
and
the story.
You'll only enjoy this if you play fantasy football enough to know kind of what I'm talking about. But if
and
you
we're not
do-
going to talk about a substitution you made or a brilliant draft pick. It's different.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm in a fantasy league where it's the family, and we play with another family. And
I like this idea,
it's
by
really
the way.
cool. The wives play, the kids play. We still do it for like I think maybe $20 a head, so we still some skin in the game.
Yeah.
But it's fun. You know, you set your lineup with the kids, they get into it.
Yeah.
We've been doing it a few years now.
Some trash
so,
talking.
yeah,
Like,
all that good stuff.
Especially when you have little kids.
oh, yeah.
We go to their house and do the
like
draft.
your 1-year-old, you're like, you motherfucker don't have a
Exactly.
chance to
Yeah.
win this.
right.
crushing it.
Exactly.
Just crushing
Right.
Did you pick a kicker, nerd?
Yeah,
Listen,
round one.
life's not fair.
7
Which is-
rounds of kickers, that's not going to do you well.
Right. So I'm in the playoffs of this league, and I'm playing
Is it
against
10 or 12 people and
it's
how many
10
families?
it's 10 people. It's 2 families.
2 families.
Deep
Yeah.
league.
Half,
like-
half kids, half adults.
Yeah, half kids, half adults, exactly. And I'm in the one of the playoff games, and I'm playing against my son, who's 10's best friend, who's obviously 10. So
Who's 42?
yeah, exactly. But he's young at heart. So I'm playing against a 10-year-old in this champion. And it's not the championship, but it's a playoff game. It's like the first round of the playoffs.
You should be able to wax a 10-year-old.
Oh, and I do, and I was joning on him at the
Nice.
at the draft because he's like, I love Seattle, so he's like picking the 10th worst like wide receiver,
Yeah.
first quarter wide receiver that goes because he likes the Seattle. So
Yeah.
I'm like, dude,
Which, with Seattle this year,
Right.
not a bad choice.
yeah, exactly. So I'm like, this kid's not gonna, So, anyways, I'm playing him in the playoffs, in the first round. So Sunday night at the very end, we have no more players left to play. We're all done. It's 142 to 142, and I'm like, cool, So most people know.
So
that
that's going to be regular season record, or
it normally goes to regular season record or points or like bench
Regular
points,
season points.
total regular season points or bench points for that week. It goes to one of those normally.
yeah.
So I look and I'm like, I got him crushed on bench points, totally solid.
Meaning all of your bench players scored more than all
his
of his
bench
bench
players,
players.
right.
I'm just
Yeah, no, thank
throwing
you.
it out to people who
Perfect.
might not
Yes,
know.
exactly. And then I look at it total year points. I got him by a few hundred. I'm totally good there.
Perfect.
So I'm like, all
Got
good.
you. Got you,
Remember, this-
10-year-old.
Yes, exactly.
Where's the glitch?
You could kick the shit out of them too, so you got that
Exactly,
going.
right. Could punch him in the nose.
Yeah. So I'm like
So
a
I'm
grown
like-
man.
And this is this is Sunday night. So, but again, we're all done. We're all done. The
No
game's
more,
over.
no
It's
more
over.
players.
No more
Nobody's
players.
playing.
So I'm like, all right. I checked all the points, all all that. And I'm like, cool, good. Like Wednesday comes around, and I go to see who I'm playing in the next round, and his name's in the bracket.
oh no.
And I'm like, what the fuck? What happened here?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my god.
Was it some weird loot? So it wasn't bench points. It wasn't total season points.
Did they change? Did somebody? They sometimes they'll change the score. They'll like
Right.
add
it's
points
it's
or
a
take
score
away points.
adjustment.
Right. So what happens? Yeah, I thought it was a score adjustment. So we end up running into them. I went to lunch or something, and he starts talking shit. He's like, "I totally crushed you, bro. I'm in the championship." And I'm like, he's like, "It goes to bench points," and I'm like,
I
I
know
know it does. I was crushing you in bench points, and
Yeah.
it was over." He's like, "Nuh-uh. This 10-year-old went onto the waiver wire Sunday night, picked up Baker Mayfield to go onto his bench, who was playing Monday Night
Oh
Football
my gosh!
against
a quarterback,
a quarterback,
So
which
wait,
was
wait, wait,
gave,
wait,
ton
wait,
of
wait.
points.
gave him 35 points on his bench.
You got outsmarted by
By
a 10-year-old.
exactly what yes, I did. I got played by a 10-year-old. Dude, that's awesome, dude.
You know what? He
And
read
he's like, you know,
Yeah,
gotcha. I'm like, dude, I totally got played.
dude, that is
That
amazing.
kid's,
brilliant.
That
Yeah.
kid's going
You know what?
places.
Though? You know what though? I'm with Ely though. If I had the tie scenario and it went to bench points, I don't know if I'd have gone to the draft and gone.
No, I would've
figured out,
No
never-
one
hey,
would
let's
have
go.
thought that. No one would have
Nobody.
thought that.
Yeah. He goes. He happened to because again, you couldn't have dropped your player, but he happened to have Kareem
One
Hunt who hadn't played
Who
left,
hadn't played? Yeah,
and he swapped him out for Baker Mayfield to get 35 points and had more bench points and beat me and went.
He
to
could
the
have
next
swapped him out
round.
for a kicker and gotten 1 point.
Well, no. I had
He
him
had the
by like 10 or
foresight.
15 points, but he ended up getting.
but
that's right, on the
like
bench.
he
Yeah.
could have gotten 2
Right.
quarterbacks that
Yes.
could have gotten 20-some
He had
points.
the
30
foresight
points.
to drop a stud too,
Yes, exactly.
to get a bigger potential stud.
Absolutely.
The kid's going places. This
was
is
like,
the beauty. This is the beauty of being young because you haven't
Yeah.
been ruined by like girls and like.
Oh,
like,
hold- let me
you know
back
what I
up
mean?
really
Like
quick.
you're not focused on all this other crap.
No, he was with his girl when he was talking shit to Ely.
Exactly. Yeah.
He was with Ely's
Yeah.
girl.
Hey, baby.
Let's go, baby. We're getting out of here. This chump.
ran into him.
This
That's
chump's
my
gonna get the
wife.
check. Yeah.
Let's go get some ice
But no,
cream.
so
You got to drive though, right? Yeah.
this kid actually did win the Super Bowl after me talking all that shit
Wow.
too about him picking Bobo as draft
Damn.
picks.
He's smart.
He definitely won.
Well, you know it's funny.
And hold on, back up. He won all because of Stephon. Well, not my game. He won
Diggs.
because of Stephon Diggs. The last 2 weeks in a row, he's gotten like 45 points each time.
Yeah.
I won a
Well-
Super Bowl because of that dude, so I feel it. I'm
Nice.
not going to talk about it because
Yeah,
no one cares.
yeah,
but
yeah.
championship.
So what's funny is my girlfriend's daughter plays fantasy football, and when she was in 6th grade, she took a fantasy football class, and she's a sophomore in high school now. She's been
What
she
the
took
hell?
she was in a math class, and the teacher did a segment or something like this on fantasy football.
Oh, okay.
And what's funny is though for the last 3 years, she's won 2 out of the last 3 years league championships because she's not a fan of any team.
No, but she's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
statistics
She's-
person.
Right.
Right.
She just
Yeah.
reads the
It's like playing
statistics
against
and
AI.
Being a fan of
Crush
any
it.
team
Is
is
a detriment. Yeah.
for sure. Like,
Oh yeah,
'cause
my team's always chock full of bears.
we all
Yeah.
know. Yeah, we all know guys in this league who pick certain teams because they love them, and then it bites them in the ass.
Or the flip
course.
side, you're a Redskins fan, so you avoid all of them.
That's what I do as a Bengals
Yeah.
fan. I'm like, I'm not picking you.
Yeah.
Or you're the plumber and you pick the same team all the time and you still do
Still
well.
wins.
Yeah.
Guy's a wizard, dude. I'll never understand.
Dude, that's hilarious. That kid outsmarted you and then went on to win it all.
Yes.
good for him.
Kills me, dude.
Yeah.
The fact that he had the brains to
I
think
know.
because he was backed into a corner and he had to think about it.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you didn't. Would you have thought? Say
No.
you were down by 5, you would have
I
just
didn't
taken.
think about it.
No,
Yeah.
but say you went to your bench and you were down by 5. Would you have just moved on like the Virgo you are, or would you?
Right. I'm a Libra.
Oh, sorry.
We're
The Libra?
Libras.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
Would you have?
That's
just,
why you two are exactly the same.
Exactly.
Ely's
Dead
the
ringers.
peacemaker. He's
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
going to
you
make
would have
any
been a
changes.
peacemaker.
He's
You
like,
Yeah, I
wouldn't have
would've let
screwed
it
with
slide.
that. You would have just let it be.
Yeah, I honestly don't know. That's a good question. I hadn't thought about that. Maybe I would have.
Because if I was down by 5 on the bench, I would have thought. Oh,
I probably
guess-
would have scrambled to figure out what it went to.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? To make sure. And then I would have tried to figure something
But you
out.
have to have that perfect scenario where you have a player who hasn't played,
Right.
and
Yeah.
you can drop and
Yes.
pick up a better player.
Which, I mean, a lot of people have people that haven't played on Monday. Like, most people,
I've got,
most games go to Monday night. Like,
Yeah.
you don't know on
Right.
Sunday.
and in this season in particular, you always have a dude on your bench on the COVID reserve
Yep.
list.
I
or
mean,
some
there could have
nonsense.
been another game scheduled for Tuesday
Yeah.
or Wednesday. That
But I thought that was funny. I totally
love you guys.
that's
I
good.
got
That's
played.
good.
Yeah.
So as an adult, you're upset because he outsmarted you, but are you happy because the kid?
But you're
like,
kind of
figured
proud
it
of
out?
him.
Yeah.
But you're kind of
Yeah.
proud
Yeah,
of him
yeah.
too. Like
And he won the whole
smart
league, right?
Yeah,
kid.
exactly.
That's
He did.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're gonna lose to like some shady move, which wasn't shady but is shady, at least let the kid win it all.
Yeah.
So then it's like
Yeah.
you have that little bit of, well, I lost to the champ.
Exactly. And if you knew it was any like I should have known that he's like all into it. He knows
Yeah.
what everybody's doing. He's like, little kids are that age. They're like super like scattered all over into things.
Yeah.
He's all over.
Well,
it,
and
you know what I mean?
we every fantasy league that everybody out there listening, you all have that motherfucker
Yeah.
who's trying to trade you the worst trade every week,
Yep.
Yep.
who's constantly moving and shifting
Yeah.
pieces on his roster. and-
Nick.
Yeah, exactly. But everyone has that person. He's going to be that guy
Yep.
when he's older.
He
He's
will.
going to be talking
but as
shit
a-
at the draft.
As a 10-year-old to like know all the rules, the guidelines to work within the construct,
Yeah.
he figured it out.
Right.
That's impressive. That's
It
hell of
is.
impressive.
Mind blowing. Good for him.
What was the payout?
I don't know. Whatever.
$20
Probably.
times 10 is
Yeah.
$200. So
Ely's
it was
pride.
it all? Is it winner take all? Or was
No,
it
it's, no. So it's probably $100.
nice?
That's good.
Yeah.
And for a 10-year-old,
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Loving it.
that's a payday.
Exactly.
Dude, today my kid came home, my oldest kid, and his buddy. They were all. I got this group of boys that all play together. And I don't know why, but this one kid likes to gamble. And he was like, "I bet you,
You know
20
why? Because his dad
It's
likes
awesome. I don't think his dad does.
Really?
And I don't know why he's walking around with money in his pocket. But this kid, like,
Uh-oh.
Do you know what his mom does?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
nothing. They're both like wholesome people, but like,
Hey,
this
the
one-
abacus is a PI. He can look into that for you.
Yeah, this kid like bet my kid $20 that he couldn't do this hockey trick shot, the street hockey shot, and my kid got it. Took the $20 and came home and told his mom. My wife was like, "You got to give that back."
What?
Yeah, she made
What?
him give it back.
No.
Really?
It was $20. She's like, "You can't take that kid's money," and he was furious about it.
But it's
That's
a bet.
tough
He-
one.
they
That's
can't-
interesting.
You know what lesson your son learned? Don't tell mom when he wins money off a
You know what
chump.
he said to her?
I won't tell you
I
next
wish
time.
I hadn't told you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No,
hilarious.
that's an unfortunate. That's how that's gonna end up in
But
his
you don't
mind.
want 11-year-olds to start slinging $20 bets like that. Like, that's a bad.
I
thing
feel
to
like
get
but I
into.
feel like your kid learned to not do that.
Probably, yeah.
You know what I mean? He's
Yeah.
like, this dumbass just lost $20.
That's not how it works. We're guys. As
No,
soon as
the
you
pro-
get the taste of winning the money off
Yeah.
your sucker friend, then you're like,
Yeah,
you're in
but
next
not,
time.
not if you're,
the
if your
problem-
sucker friend's the one pushing it really hard. Because I can imagine his kid was like not driving the conversation.
No, my kid definitely isn't in the game.
Right.
Yeah, but the problem is your kid, your son, made the shot. Now he thinks he can do
That's a
all the
good
trick
point.
shots.
yeah.
That is a good point.
And then he's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, come on!"
Anyone
man."
else in the neighborhood
Yeah.
want some action?
Yeah.
He should've-
Yeah.
he
You
should've-
fools want this?
He
Next
should've-
thing you know, he's in debt up to his eyeballs.
Yeah.
He should have gone back over to that kid's house and been like, I'm going to give you a chance to win your money back.
Double
or nothing.
Yeah.
Because he knows he has to give the money back.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a chance to hit the shot.
Right.
Okay, here's your $20.
Yeah. You get 20 tries.
Or
So
give
he's
you
done
40.
it before. They've done it before. I don't remember what happened, but my wife was telling me when she was telling me this story that they'd done that something like that before,
Really?
where my kid had already taken money and she'd already made him give it back.
So,
So,
this friend is
It's-
legit
is-
gambling, man.
yeah,
What is up? And he's got the money to back it up. That's
I'm
what's
just wondering where he's
interesting.
getting the money.
Right.
Yeah.
He's hustling some other kids
But
and
is-
some other
is
shit.
your
Or
wife-
he's
is your
stealing
wife-
shit out of his parents' wallet.
Yeah,
Is
his,
your
his
wife
dad's
against
favorite
gambling?
thing to say is, "Where'd that $20
Yeah,
go?"
my wife's not a gambler.
Okay.
She doesn't get it. She thinks it's stupid, and I have to agree with her. Like
Yeah.
most gambling ends up with you losing.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
that's-
don't gamble. Like I've
No, I'm
noticed
not
over
gambling.
here when
Nah.
when like we start saying, "Hey, who wants to bet on this game or this game?" You never do.
I occasionally, back when we used to do the parlay, I jump in every now and then.
But that's a little different because
Yeah.
that's $5 to win a couple $100 if you get
Yeah.
lucky, on the right day. But like I've noticed, like
I like to gamble when, like, I'll throw in $5 to win $200. That's fun.
are you?
I don't
want
to sit down and lose $100 or $200. Like when Stu told the story last week when he lost
Lost
$700.
Oof.
Like I wanted to vomit. Like that.
Yeah, that. Yeah, I'm not like Ely can do that. I've seen Ely go down
Yeah.
thousands of dollars at a craps table and not even blink, or a blackjack table, and keep fighting
Oh,
his
I've
way
seen
back
everybody.
and get back.
I've seen everybody on our crew, at poker night down hundreds of dollars.
I saw Ely one night, literally.
I've heard the story.
We were playing AC
AC/DC, yeah.
and he's literally
IOUs.
he's writing IOUs, IOU 600, and putting it down. That was the biggest one I saw. IOU $600. He put it down, and he's like, I bet it all on the corner, which means if he'd lost, it would have been $1,200. And he hit it, and he took all his IOUs and crumbled them up.
Actually, are you sure I didn't eat them?
I think you
think
might
I've
have
been
eaten
known to
it.
do that.
Yeah, I think you
I've been
might
known to
have.
eat an
I
IOU
remember
or two.
it was a dramatic way
Yeah.
you got rid of the IOU.
No
He's
evidence.
over here like Lloyd Christmas.
Right, exactly.
You're
This
gonna
one's
wanna
a
keep-
car.
Yeah.
You may want to hold on to that
Hold
one.
on to that one.
So, Troy, are you familiar with the game Credit Card Roulette?
Yes, I've done it once and lost.
So you never.
Yeah.
So
Pay
Yeah.
for dinner.
for those
The
for
dude
those
that
that
never
don't
gambles,
know,
Yep.
getting bit in the ass is somewhat hilarious.
Yeah.
And it just proves the point even
to,
further.
to listeners out there who aren't familiar with the game, Credit Card Roulette is when you go out with any number of your buddies, and at the end of the night, the tab comes, and everybody who wants to play pulls their credit card out and throws it in a hat. And then the waitress pulls out one credit card after another and calls out the name and hands them back. And the
Or
last
just
credit
or
card
just picks
stand-
one.
The
more
drama's better
drama
when
when
you
you
go
do
the
it.
other
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
You have to pull it out, read off a name,
Yeah.
hand it back to that person, then
Yeah.
that person knows, and then the people who are left, especially when it's down to two.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And they're just like looking at each other like, you son of a bitch. And then the card comes out.
I'd be
one
crying,
of them,
going, "You want to go halvesies? No matter what."
That's what you do before she
Oh,
pulls
yeah.
it. You're like, hey, you wanna make a
50-50.
50-50
Yeah.
right now.
So I used to play Credit Card Roulette a lot. And then I hit like a 3-game losing streak with the same crew at lunch, where it's like you get that blood, you lose the first time, so the next week you're like, absolutely.
So how
I'm
much?
in.
Like how much are you losing?
These were lunches, so there's no booze
Yeah.
involved. So
Probably
it was-
$100.
60
yeah,
bucks,
somewhere
80
between
bucks, 100
70,
bucks.
right in that 70 range, which is still heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And then so you lose it, and then I lost again, and then I lost a third time in a row, and I haven't played Credit Card Roulette since.
We
Yeah.
do it at our golf trip, and it's always in the $400 to $600 range.
Oh,
Yeah, and those are brutal, and it's
Yeah.
always the mortician.
It is, yeah. Or gym.
Yeah, gym class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I thought you were going with.
No, JS.
Okay.
Oh, I know.
I mean, he's gotten hit a few times lately.
I would.
Yeah.
If I watched him take a hit like that, I'd be worried for my own safety.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I'm out of here.
Right.
Ooh.
not that one.
No,
different one.
Atlanta gym.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, he's taking a few L's. It's,
Thought you meant GYN.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I've
It's
done the same thing with a group of it was 6 of us adults, and we put our phones on the table and put them face down. And the first one to pick them up throughout the entire dinner had to pay the tab.
Well, that's easy. I would
that's
just never
easy,
pick
yeah.
my phone up.
You
Yeah,
wouldn't
that
believe
is-
how addictive people are. Some people are just addicted to their fucking phone. They
Okay,
hear it
I'm
buzz or
addicted
I'm
to
ring.
you
$200
losing.
addicted.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah. I mean, I look at my phone all the time, and I would
Yeah.
leave that
oh,
bitch
we're leaving
behind.
now? Like,
yeah.
y'all going to pick your shit up
Yeah,
first?
yeah.
Or else
No,
we're staying here till
I
it closes
call it
first?
yeah.
Yeah.
And then when they close it down and kick us out, one of y'all is walking out first.
Yeah.
Another round.
That's right.
Oh, I would give the waitress that motherfucker's number. I'd be like, you need to start hitting that phone.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
great.
exactly.
Like, here's a $20 tip to
Yeah.
call that number 20 times.
Right.
That
I
is
just
it.
send a pic of these sloppy udders to that phone.
Start texting. Do you know where your kids are? I have them.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Joey, why are you so dark tonight?
Yeah.
I gotta win.
yeah.
I gotta win.
Gotta win.
I'm not picking
And the
my
worst
phone
part
up.
about it is they're face down, so it doesn't even count. You know what I mean? Like, it wouldn't even
Yeah.
affect him. He just wants to do it.
Yeah,
At the end of the
He
night,
just
they
get home later like, what is happening?
Exactly.
your kids are dead though, and then you proved a point.
The call's coming from inside the house.
Yeah.
All right, so
Great.
see, the oldest guy in the room got it.
I got
He
it.
got it.
Yeah. Little
Yeah, everybody got
screen
that.
action.
Screen.
So, all right. Speaking of gambling, there was a dude in Arlington 2 weeks ago who ended up he's and you're a lotto guy, Ely, so I figure you like this story.
Yeah.
There's a guy, I don't understand what possesses some people. He said he was watching TV in the morning, right? And he was watching a show, and in the background there was an address that went by.
Mm-hmm.
And when he saw that address, it just stuck in his mind. And like all day long.
He's a cancer. I can
Yeah.
tell. I can totally tell.
Yeah. That is so obvious.
Yeah. If I was a reporter asking these questions, my mouth would have been open. Like,
So this guy sees these numbers, these four
Listen to
numbers
these stupid
on a
fucking stories.
stupid address on a TV show in the morning.
Is he a
And-
Virgo or Libra?
And he said, no, he
He's
was
a
a
cancer.
Cancer.
I just said that.
Yeah.
Obviously. Can't get things out of their heads. Crazy. Sometimes they get fixated on stuff. Must be a Cancer.
yeah.
So This guy saw a number. He said it stuck with him all day. And then the fact that he couldn't get this number out of his head was just bugging him.
Yeah.
So he went to like the 7-Eleven in Arlington to get a pick 4. And pick 4 is like, you can only win so much in a pick 4, you
Right.
know. But your odds are
a few grand.
But your odds are okay if you
Yeah,
do
yeah.
it. He decided to buy the same numbers 160
I heard this
times.
story.
Hold on.
Who the fuck goes in and buys?
Why would you do that? Like, then you're just splitting it amongst yourself, right?
Different days.
No. All in one day, he bought 160. Because if you hit all 4 numbers, you get X amount. There's no dividing on a pick 4.
Oh, there's
okay.
not.
I got you.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
it's like it's worth
I'm with you. Yeah.
you know however many $10,000.
That sounds weird, though.
It is.
That's not most
It makes
lotteries.
sense. It makes sense though because the odds of multiple people picking the same 4-digit number is pretty great. So you
He played.
Yeah, that's
He
true.
played 160 tickets
That's
with
what
the
I
same 4 numbers.
I
Right?
think that's what you said.
Did you say that? I missed that? Sorry.
Yeah, I just tell
Reading.
it like
Sorry.
a word problem. You're just doing the equation.
Yeah.
That's the difference between podcasts and.
So I had no
Right.
idea that that's how it works. So thank you.
Show Stewing his Stowe shoeing his. You hear that?
What is that?
Stu
Stowe
is showing
shooing
his. Stu is showing his work. You're doing it in your head.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So the dude decided this was going to hit. He was so certain it was going to hit after he kept thinking of the number all day long. He bought 160 of them. He won $800,000.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Because he bought 160 tickets. What kind of a schmuck buys 160
It sounds like he
tickets?
does that on the regular.
Yeah, for sure.
You think so?
Let me play my numbers.
Nobody sees a number and like. Would you do that?
I'd buy one pick 4.
Exactly.
And I'd be like, yay, I made however much
Yeah.
money, $10,000, whatever it
How
is.
much did he win?
800,000. So whatever 800,000 divided by 160, that's going to give you the prize
payout.
amount.
He got the top prize, which was $5,000.
Yeah.
160
and
times.
the odds of getting it in the exact order is 1 in 10,000, and his numbers that he picked was 7314.
And he got it in the exact order.
Yes, that's right. 7314.
Yep.
I got all these facts too.
That is crazy.
Isn't that the weirdest shit? Like,
That
what
is
kind of a
crazy.
hunch do you have to go, I'm going to bet it 160 times?
You watch TV shows and see numbers on them all the time.
Again, he said it was a mailbox in the background, and it just stuck with him. And he said he couldn't get the number out of his head,
Well,
so
I
he just
need
thought
like
it had
a-
to be a sign.
I need a 7-digit mailbox to show up so I can get this
Get some real money.
for sure. Did you hear about the one in South Africa that it was?
Yeah, I just sent my routing number to the guy.
yeah.
Everything should be coming
You're a
next
prince,
week.
right?
Well,
You're the heir.
He is, but I'm.
He just
I'm
needs my
involved
help.
now.
He's gonna double me back.
Yeah,
I'll
gonna
double
be
my
awesome.
money in a month, basically.
He's routing it should be coming any day.
Yeah. But no, legitimately, there was a same lottery 1, 2, 3, 4 hit, and they
and-
thought it was a scam.
Yeah, because so many people had 1, 2,
Play
3,
1, 2,
4.
3, 4. Apparently, yeah.
Yeah, they ended up coming down on the lotto official.
Yes.
They thought that was
Yes.
like it was an inside job, and I'm
Right.
like, who in their right mind does an inside job to 1, 2, 3, 4?
Right.
Every schmuck
Yeah.
bets 1, 2, 3, 4.
Right,
I'm
and
gonna-
then your payout's like $7.
Yeah, it's the code
Exactly.
to my luggage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just
Actually, what's funny, you just mentioned though, or talking about Lotto, we may be winners by the time the show comes out.
I hope so.
I know, me too.
I hope so.
It would be great, but it's best,
Ely and I jumped
best
in on
case-
that holiday raffle thing.
best case 250.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, I don't know how.
I'm cool with that.
I mean, I don't win off.
You used to include me in the lotto thing you do. You're not.
This was only 4 people.
It's
Ah.
a different thing.
Every time I get in on your thing, I'm like, I'm gonna win.
Yeah,
I'm
me
gonna
too.
win.
Every time I do it, I think that.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
like,
the
oh, I'm just
problem.
going to wake up to the numbers.
You need to do it the day after the big number hits,
Yeah.
because then it's
The odds change?
not the odds don't change.
Yeah.
but
I know.
nobody's playing.
Yeah, but
That's
that doesn't
irrelevant.
help
Doesn't
the
change the
cause.
odds.
I think that does change the odds,
No.
right?
No, it just changes
Not
the
at
amount
all.
of people who are
Splitting it.
vying for the odds.
Yeah.
Which I guess does help the payout odds. But
Yeah.
I've always heard that logic. After the big one hits, jump in. I'm like, nah, because I'm not a millionaire guy.
Well, it's
I'm more
like
of a
1, 2, 3,
billionaire.
4. People think that's stupid, but it's the same chance of that coming up as any other 4
Yes.
numbers.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Now, did you bring that up because you didn't hear us talking about it while you were
Right.
taking a leak?
I heard you.
Okay, or you heard it.
Yeah, I
You were
heard
just
it.
circling back. Well, I just tore down the fourth wall. You were taking a leak.
But
My
for those
bad,
that
dude.
don't know, you should absolutely play the New Year's Eve Virginia raffle every year if you play lottery.
I mean,
'cause
it's
like the best
odds. But they're
What-
still
I don't
rough.
even know anything about it.
It's a raffle that the lottery does on New Year's Eve, and they draw $3 million. I want to say they draw $500,000, and they draw like $500 winners.
Nice.
The
And they
screwed
only
up thing-
sell to like 500,000 tickets, I think.
But how crazy is that? This is the
If
best
that.
odds of the year because you're in the hundreds of thousands odds.
Like our odds, I think I calculated of winning our money back is like 1 in $3,000 or something. It's like super low.
But even that is like
Yeah, on the surface, it's insane.
if we all had to pick a card, there were 3,000 cards here, and one of them was death, and all the others were
Yeah.
$100. You're like, I mean, I'm in.
Oh, for sure.
I'm never
Yeah.
gonna get the one.
Right.
Now we're over here like we're gonna get the one.
Exactly.
Lotto fucks with you, man.
For sure.
Maybe that's what that kid in the neighborhood did. Maybe he hit a lotto scratcher. Now
Maybe.
he's just burning through his
I
money.
got a buddy that buys $20 tickets all times and sends me his screenshots of winning $100 left and right.
I
And
do
I'm
have
just like, F you, dude. You know him.
Oh, yeah.
It's our mutual friend.
Yeah.
I have one friend like that who just like magically can't miss on scratchers. It's
Yeah.
the weirdest damn
Some
thing.
people are lucky as
Well, I
shit,
can't
man.
bring myself to buy a $20 scratcher.
I had a buddy in college that was so confident that he would go and be like, "Oh, I can't afford the big gulp. I know what I'll do. Get a scratcher." And then he'd get like, $10 and he'd be like, "Nailed it." And then go buy more shit. The
Yeah.
plumber's that way too. The
Oh,
plumber,
yeah.
I've seen the
Yes.
plumber pull out $50 winners like all the time on dollar tickets.
Yeah.
It's never a huge win, but it's enough for him to keep drinking.
And laugh at
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, and laugh at me for being a schmuck. And I'm like,
Exactly.
how am I the schmuck? I wanted a 22-ounce Heineken. I bought a 22-ounce Heineken. He's like, I bought all the 22-ounce Heineken.
Yeah.
Right.
Winner.
Can I have one?
Right.
Yeah. Okay, then. Everybody wins.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of luck when it comes to lottery, so I think it has to do with my gambling. I just don't. I don't know.
We need to do
not a winner.
consistent numbers is what we need to do. Can't keep changing them.
I've got numbers that I play when I do play that like all the time. And it's the same stupid shit. It's like my birthday, kid's birthday, wife's birthday.
Yeah.
What we
And
need
then
to
Well, you know
do
what's
is
funny though is
Go
you
ahead.
use the same numbers over and over again, but you never hear of somebody winning the big lottery, and they say, "Yeah, I just let the machine pick the winning numbers for us."
You do get
I
some
thought
of
that
them.
happened all the time. No?
You do get some of them, but it
I
is
don't
usually
hear-
the old lady who's
there's
like,
always
I've been
somebody who's
playing the same numbers forever.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
like buying the random, like let the machine pick.
I guess
don't
it
hear a whole
doesn't.
bunch of them,
Honestly, odds wise, it doesn't matter. But you would think, even though it's not true, you would think that if your numbers have never come up in 10 years, there's a better chance that they're going to come up at some point.
but true.
I did
But
that.
that's not true.
But that's not true.
right.
I did a pre-order once for a whole year of lottery. Like
yeah,
you
that's
can-
what I was getting ready to say was what we should do instead of doing what I do where I send an email. We should just get like 10 of us that always want to do it and just buy a subscription for a year. And that way we can just keep going. And
That's what I did one year, and it did not work out well.
no. But the good thing about that, though, is that they stay on, like, you get notified if you hit and things like
Yeah,
that.
they tell you, they're like, hey, you got $10.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, hell yeah. Because my Powerball is strong.
Really?
Yeah, the 4. The 4 is a strong Powerball.
Right.
But
And
wait.
It works.
Should we do what the guy just did though? If you got a bunch
Yeah,
of
let's
people
buy
to do
160 with the
like,
same number.
he did 4 digits,
No.
and you do multiple tickets if it actually does hit though.
No. I don't think so. I mean, yeah, you have a 1 in whatever, 10,000 chance.
Right.
I mean, that guy's an anomaly.
Yeah.
Ely, you want to set up a Powerball, I'll give you my numbers, and I'll give you a year's worth.
That's
of
what I'm saying. Everybody pick their numbers. and we
Yeah,
just
because
do
then at
all
least
of-
my numbers get played. 'Cause
Yes.
in the experience I've had, they come up never,
Right.
Yeah.
which means they're due.
Yeah.
I'm going to be so rich.
What would it cost for
Same thing. So I mean, if you do the number, like it's no discounts. But so if you did, say we normally all do $20 a head
Right.
per drawing, which that would be a little steep to do
for a year?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
per drawing that's 2 a week, so you'd be looking, so we would step
Yeah.
it back.
And now they're not even $1 anymore, are they?
They're $2.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. So I don't know. So I would say maybe $4
$20 a month?
8, That's what we would do. We would do like
Do it in 6-month
numbers.
increments. I think that's
Yeah, I agree.
tolerable. That's like a
But I mean, so what would the target amount per month be? That would be the question.
Yeah,
per
because
person.
$20 is what, $240 a month forever.
$20 is 5 tickets a week, basically.
I think $20 a month is fair. Like I'm willing to throw that
20.
away.
Actually, no, that's wrong. That's 10 a month.
I'm
Which
not giving
is
you 20. I'm giving you $8
2.
a month. I just don't want my numbers one time.
$8 a month. You only want one drawing in the whole
No,
month.
it's $16 a month. So that's
2 drawings in a month. There's 8 drawings in a month.
2 a week, he just
Yeah,
said.
2 a week at $2 is 4.
Yeah.
4 times 4 is 16.
Okay.
So I'm paying you $16
you wanna do-
a
okay.
month,
Okay.
and then that's my entry. So my numbers are always in the pot.
And what would you want to do? Way more people to increase numbers, or would you want to keep it down?
I just want winners.
Can you only let winners in?
Yeah,
sure.
Like if you
We'll
could
have
just
Yeah.
We'll have a strict interview process.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
you just find the winner.
What are your numbers? 16, 42. No, you're out, dude.
Exactly.
You're a fucking loser. I can tell.
Exactly. Yeah, no Virgos.
You sound like an Aries.
What's
Get
your
the
sign?
fuck
Yeah,
out.
there you go.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, and you guys enjoy the money.
It's a very astrological show, astronomy-based show. Wait, astrology.
So you say $16 a month.
Yeah, $16 a month allows me to buy my numbers and get in. That's
Okay.
all I want. I'm not trying to be
So
greedy.
you'd have to keep it fair. Everybody have to put in the same amount.
Yes. I mean, I guess you wouldn't have to, but then we'd have to. It would be
You do
elaborate.
shares like
Yeah, it would be like. I guess you could do that. I could just do each share is $2 a week, basically.
Just, I mean, if you're doing that, just what, $175 a person by all year.
Yeah,
however many.
whatever
people
you
want.
wanted to pay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Where's the
whatever.
abacus?
It's 174.
He's all
I just
finding
rounded
people,
up.
dude.
I like the 24 a month though.
What's 24 a month? Damn it! Why are you running the number?
I'll figure it out though.
Boom.
I like that.
Go
You
up.
you just figure it out,
Yeah.
and then I'll just
Let
do
me
it.
be rich.
Yeah. All right.
If you all can send me a blank check, I'll do the math.
Right.
We'll mail that
You
in.
can just make me rich. We'll be good.
Bugattis and chains. That's where I'm headed.
Yeah.
Now there's a throwback.
I
Let's see how
know.
many listeners get that joke.
Yeah.
Bugattis
That's a
and
good one.
chains. That episode had a lot more going on behind the scenes than people realize.
For sure.
That was a good one. Look, everybody out there who's made it to 2021. Happy New Year.
Congrats.
Enjoy.
Yeah, it'll be all over by Friday.
Right. I got a bad feeling that 2021 is going to be like, you know,
2020?
hold my beer.
2020 light.
Well, let's hope not, Stu. Fuck, dude.
No.
Could you have a little positivity going into the new year?
No.
I think 2021 is going to be the best year ever. See there, I'm gonna try to
I
help out.
like it.
You heard about that new strain of COVID they found?
Shut the fuck up. Yeah, the one that's got all the numbers. I
Yeah,
got it. I got all the
B116
numbers.
or whatever. Oh, I was being serious. Are you joking?
No, I know what you're
Oh,
talking
okay, yeah,
about,
yeah.
but I'm
Yeah.
hoping maybe that new one just gives you
Yeah.
like powers.
It does.
Yeah.
Like Spider-Man.
Exactly. You get it. So
Great
no-
documentary.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you all so much for bearing with us. It has been a fucked up year. I'm glad you guys were with us through the year. You got to hear us go through many different levels of 2020. So if you were listening, you got to hear it all from initial shock. Well, it started with hope.
We did Zoom.
Then
We've never done that before.
We went to Zooms. We went all over. It's been a crazy
Been a
year.
crazy
man,
year.
to say the least. But we're
Thanks
here-
for
we're
sticking
here.
with us.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. I
We're
hope
here in
you guys
2021.
have a great 2021. Thank you guys so much for listening. We'll be talking to you next week. Cheers.
Cheers.
Sincerely, the fruitcake soaked in alcohol.
Peace out.
That's not the name. We can put a different name on the show. Something about astronomy.
That was a pretty good podcast, don't you think?